I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching this truth according to the Bible. And as most of you have already seen, a lot of brothers are doing videos on this event right now. But I just wanted to make my comment on what happened in Lebanon yesterday with all those pagers going off. Okay, and of course we know it was Israel. Immediately the leader of Hezbollah blamed Israel for the event, and just identifying Ámalek, okay, the lead nation of Israel. Okay, let's get into this verse right here in Micah 2 and 1, and it says, "Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." Because, this is what somebody had to come up with this plan. Somebody was laying in their bed at night, thinking, how can we get Hezbollah, man? Let's hack or sabotage their pagers, and we're gonna make them explode. We're gonna make them explode in their hands, and when they're talking on the phone, their phone's gonna explode. Somebody had to think of this. Somebody had this idea, right? Even when you're at war, like this is an unusual way of fighting a war, right? But Ámalek is a coward, man. Like the Edomites in general are cowards, and when they fight wars, they use dirty tactics. Okay, they do things like this. Micah 2 and 1. "Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it." Okay, when it was day out over there in Lebanon, they just set off all these little hand grenades, right, in everybody's pocket. Okay, because it is in the power of their hands. Okay, so somebody over there in the Israeli military and intelligence agencies had to come up with a plan to detonate their pagers or cell phones or whatever it was to wreak as much havoc as they possibly could. I mean, you got to be a special kind of devil just to think of that plan, man. But let's show you this video.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul from Off Grid Desert Farming News with Paul and Adrian. This is September the 17th, 2024, a day that you will not forget, because today it will be revealed that there is a new secret weapon that can be used by every government in the world. Every government in the world will have this technology, and Israel now has revealed this technology, the ability to kill anybody they want in the world if you have a cell phone, a pager, and possibly a laptop computer. Anything with a lithium battery is now considered a bomb or a grenade. This is not a real grenade. This is one of these things that you exercise with. See, it's made out of rubber. So basically, that cell phone, that pager, that electronic device that you are using every day, you have right next to your body, either in your pocket, you're talking with it on your right next to your head, is a grenade that they can detonate if they deem you worthy of being assassinated. This is a new assassination tool, and now the cat has been let out of the bag. That we have breaking news that at least 2,000 to 3,000 or more, it could be in the tens of thousands, of Hezbollah fighters have been killed or injured this morning by Israel, hacking their phones, their cell phones, their pagers, and going off like a bomb right next to their head, blowing their hands off, blowing big holes in the side of their bodies. We were going to show you some videos. We cannot show you this information on YouTube, so it is very, very important. All of our new listeners, all of our So as you can see,
Ámalek over there decided to carry out his cunningly devised plan of iniquity. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, and when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Okay, we know this is Ámalek because this is a coward move, and that's just like Ámalek. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 25 and go down to I believe 17. Yes, right here where it says, remember what Ámalek did unto thee by the way. You know, when the children of Israel were in the wilderness and they were walking through the land, what did Ámalek do? Right? When they were trying to get to the promised land, what did Ámalek do? Okay, he says, remember what Ámalek did unto thee by the way. Okay, that means on the road when you were traveling. It was a giant caravan of Israelites, you know, leaving Egypt. Okay, you know, these Edomites have always had a problem with people traveling through their lands, man. This was the old border crisis right here. What they're talking about. Ámalek said, hell no, you're not just going to walk through our border. You're not just going to cross over into our land, just like today. Right? They got a problem with it today, all these Israelites coming over here. Remember what Ámalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindermost of thee. Okay, so why is this significant? It just shows you the cowardice of Ámalek, because it says how he met thee by the way and smote the hindermost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou was faint and weary, and he feared not Yahweh. See, the reason why this is a coward move is because it says he smote the hindermost. And everybody knows that when you have a giant migrating population, you put the women, the children, and the old, right? The elderly in the back of the caravan, right? You put them at the hindermost part. So Ámalek decided that instead of facing the men and the warriors that were in the front leading the way, he was going to wait and he was going to go around to the hindermost part, and he was going to attack the women and the children and the elderly. And it also says, when thou was faint and weary. See, they had been walking in the heat for a long time with very little food and water, right? So they were tired, faint, probably some of them a little bit sick, you know, and Ámalek decided to attack the women and the children, right? He didn't want to face the warriors of the nation of Israel. He wanted to hide, you know, and go after the weak. But that's what Ámalek does. He devises iniquity in his bed. How can I get off an attack, you know, when nobody's looking, when they don't expect it? I'm going to go after the weak. Right? I'm going to use my satellites to make their pagers explode, right next to their heads. And I believe it was a few children that got put to death by this. Okay, so, you know, this is just Ámalek being Ámalek. But that's why he's going to be Obadiah 1 and 18. Obadiah chapter 1, let's go to verse 18. And it says, in the house of Jacob, which is Israel, shall be a fire. In the house of Joseph, which is also Israel, a flame. In the house of Esau, that's not just Ámalek, that's all the Edomites, okay? In the house of Esau for stubble. Okay, what is stubble? What is stubble? It says Ka'ash. Stubble or chaff, right? This is the stuff that is left over after a raging fire. Okay? The ash, the smoldering embers after a fire, that's stubble. Okay? So what's going to happen to these people? What's going to happen to you Edomites, man? Obadiah 1 and 18. right? In the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. What's that called when you eliminate somebody's entire genetic line? When you eliminate, what is it called when you eliminate and you eradicate off the planet Earth from the world of the living, right? The entire genetic line or the entire house of somebody. Okay? That means every single one, not a single one will be left. Esau, and this is your ultimate end right here. This is your ultimate end. It says there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Well, where'd they go? What happened to them? Well, they were stubble. They were for stubble, right? And it says, for the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, has spoken it. That means it's going to happen. And this is what they're so scared of. This is why they're fighting for their lives, man. This is why they got to do these they got to do these secret sneak attacks, right? They have to do it like this. They have to try to chip everybody. They have to try to be cowards and hide and not let everybody know who they are, who they really are. Right? Nobody wants to be Esau. Nobody's going to admit and be like, oh, yeah, we're the Edomites. We're the Edomites. No, they're not going to say that. Of course, they're not going to say that. But the elect know who you are. What is it called when your entire house is eliminated from off the earth? It's called genocide. It's called genocide. Okay? So anyway, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor